Welcome to another episode of Hips and Bits, stories with the Global Caravan dancers around the globe. How awesome is this? How awesome is that we get to meet each other from everywhere? I am Paulette Rees-Denis. I am in Southern California. Just got back from Florida for Misha's beautiful festival, which was amazing. And I get to share with you today KIMZIE Rose from Scotland. There she is.
Hey.
Oh, and we've never actually met like this. We've never met in person.
No,
Or
no. Funnily enough, years ago, and I'm going back years ago, our paths have crossed.
okay.
Yeah. My teacher, Elaine Hughes, at the time, she was taking tribal classes in Lochgelly, and you came and you did a workshop. And I remember because you had short, and I think your hair was either pink or blonde, really
Blonde.
short hair. So I'm going back a very long time ago because I started off doing Egyptian dance before tribal.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have crossed
Wow, that was a
in
long time
person.
ago. That might have been,
It,
was that in Edinburgh?
it was it was in Fife, so that's where I live. I live in Fife, so it's just over the water from Edinburgh,
Okay. All right.
in a little town called Lochgelly. It was in a theatre.
Okay. Wow.
Um,
Wow.
Yeah, and I think actually, after speaking to Deirdre, I think that was the same trip that you may have came over to see Deirdre, and I think Deirdre could have been pregnant at the time, or just had Amy.
Well, that's
Uh, but
16,
I'm
17, 18 years ago.
exactly so it was a long time ago,
Wow. I
for
it,
sure.
it just continues to amaze me, you
You
know?
know,
It's just
it is.
and the world gets smaller and smaller and we just find our people, right? We just find
Do
our tribe.
we
Um,
do indeed?
and we're so lucky to have things like Zoom and also these festivals that people put on. So we do get to come
Absolutely,
together. Yeah. So
absolutely.
I'm so glad to see you.
I
And
do.
you're wearing, isn't that the shirt you designed?
Yes, this
Yes.
is
So
the
she's the designer, people. She's the designer.
yeah, I didn't do the slogan. I think somebody else did the live, love, dance part. I think it was someone else that came up with the slogan. But I just took the your original
Mandala that I've used for
yeah, and
30
just
years.
incorporated it into a flower, and yeah, live, love, dance. So yeah, it's very nice. I really like it.
It's great. It's still a great slogan too. It's still wonderful. I love it.
It is indeed.
Love
It
it. I
is.
love it. So tell me more about your Global Caravan story.
Oh gosh, how many minutes do we have? My story, honestly, it's massive. So I just start a little bit saying that I think I lost. Well, I didn't get the chance as a child to dance.
Mm.
Okay, and I've always known that dance is part of me. It's in my soul. It is. I just love dance. Any form of dance, just dance. It just does something to me. I just love watching people. I love being part of dancing. But unfortunately, because I'm a very tall person, I'm 6 foot and I've got very long limbs. It wasn't the thing when I was a child. If you were tall, you were too lanky. And unfortunately, dance wasn't for me,
Well,
even though it was in my soul.
right. So I think you mentioned this to me, and they told you you'd never be a dancer because of your body.
Mhm.
They told me the same thing
Yeah.
when I was 12, but it wasn't because I was tall. It was because I was chubby.
Oh, see, the
12
thing
years
is,
old, right? 12 years old. Just
it's
kill you right there.
it's awful because dance accepts everybody.
This dance,
Dance
this
accepts
dance.
everybody. Yeah, this dance. Yeah. Yes, exactly. But then if you know, the ballet and the, you're molded into, you have to be a certain shape, you have to be a certain body type, you have to. And it's such a shame because when it's in here and you just don't have that body, I just think, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so that choice was taken away. And it wasn't until my early 20s I found a belly dancing class in my little hometown of Cowdenbeath in Fife. And I went along, and my first dance teacher is still a very good friend. Now she actually comes to my classes. So
Uh-huh.
beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I went along to these classes as a young woman and absolutely fell in love and just loved it. And the thing that I was mainly attracted to was the music.
Mm.
I just loved the music. There was something about the music, and I thought, oh wow! And then the fact that you could isolate your body, that was, I was just like, oh. So that's where my journey started. And it was wonderful. And then, yeah, grow up and I move on and have family. And also, I met my husband through dance, who
Oh.
is my absolute biggest fan. And it's because he had an entertainment business.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
myself
so he
and
hired you. Oh, dating the boss, are you?
and the rest is history. But yeah, so many wonderful things have come from dance. But after having kids,
How many?
I've got four collectively. We've got four, but I've got two that are living. I've got two older ones and two little ones. But then I kind of lost my mojo a little bit after having babies,
Mm.
and I never ever went back to doing Egyptian dancing at all. I just didn't. I had lost confidence. Things evolve really quickly as well. I remember going to a hafla and going, who are all these people? What's going on? Things had changed. So yes, pretty much that. And then a few dance friends started going to retreats, and I went along on these retreats, and they were a tribal retreat. And that's when I first met GC properly.
Uh-huh.
And it was Eleanor.
Okay.
Um, she was
Fabulous.
doing a GC class. Now, the thing that pulled me in was the left and the right. The left and the right, but my head couldn't get round the left. I was like, this is great because we're moving both sides of our body back. Could I move my left side? No. I've missed a little chunk in between the Egyptian. I obviously did dabble a little bit in. I just didn't have a style. I
Okay.
was just doing lots of different things.
Sure.
So yes, and that's where it was. And then I was introduced to Deirdre, and I went along and I did the collective soul courses.
Yeah. So you're a CS5, right?
Yes, I am, and I just reviewed that. I just reviewed it. I think it was last October, and loved it. I absolutely love it because it's prop, and I've just found my way with props.
Oh,
Uh,
which one's your favorite?
at the moment, it's sword
Okay.
fans.
Yeah, that's mine. Fans.
Um, but the first time doing the CS5, I couldn't connect with the fans.
Mm.
Literally, I had a block with fans in basket the first time.
Ah,
Second time I came to review it and I fell in love with the fans. I came away and I loved them. So it just shows that, if you sometimes just don't feel connected with something, don't
mm.
give up. Try it again, because that next time, the next chance, you may just connect with it, and that's what happened for me. And yeah, love
I think
love the.
I think that's true. Just in belly dance class in general. It's like you come to the first one and it's so foreign and you're like, I can't do this. And then you don't go
Yes,
back. But you got to go back.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to
100%.
you got to try it again. You got to just like, oh, let my body feel this. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, this is home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Definitely. And I said that as well to a lot of people. I run a couple of classes, and I always say you may feel right away, you might click with this, and it might be for you, but there you might come and you might be things may you might put things in place like, oh, this is not for me, I'm not confident, I feel that I've got to bare skin, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, but you're putting all those stops, there yourself. Come back and just come and be open-minded and open-hearted, and it will click
So
100%.
I still find it amazing when I talk to women, and predominantly older women, about my class or whatever, and they're like, "Oh no, oh no, I don't have the body. I have too big a belly. I can't belly dance." And it's like, wow, you just don't know what you're missing.
Right.
But it's funny.
Absolutely.
It's funny what people have. Like almost everyone you would talk to, I always wanted to be a belly dancer when they're like 3 or 4 years old. I always I want a belly dancer. And then when they get older, they're like, oh no, not me.
Yeah.
I'm scared. It's
Well,
like,
absolutely, and that just shows as well, the excitement and the costuming, when I was a younger woman. Wanted, loved it, but then the confidence went after, having kids and things, body shape changes,
yeah.
and yeah, I no longer wanted to do that style of dancing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that style. Gosh, I still love watching it. It's phenomenal. But for GC, for me, I just feel at home. I feel accepted. I just love it. I feel that it attracts a certain type of person as well.
Mm.
And I feel that a lot of the women who gather, we're all very similar. Even though the main thing we may all share is dance and the love for dance. But outside of that, when you start getting to know people, you do have a little bit more in common with the person because the dance attracts a certain person.
Well, I agree and I disagree because I've seen, so many people from different backgrounds, different ages, and the commonality is the dance and the love
Mhm.
of movement, but it
Yeah,
accepts everybody.
yeah.
It doesn't compete. It doesn't leave anyone
No.
out. So you could have a nurse meets a painter, meets a graphic artist,
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter because you're sharing this beautiful thing,
Yeah,
beautiful act of creation.
absolutely. Yeah, it is. Even though occupation could be different, we all share dance, but there is on another level. I feel that it does attract a certain. I think I don't know whether it goes deeper, a little bit more spiritual. I don't know, but or on an energy level. Certainly, the women that I've came across, I share quite a lot with those women, and maybe that's why I feel that outside of dance, we have socials where we'll get up and we'll meet and we'll go for dinner and we'll do. Um, but yeah, like you say, dance accepts everybody. This style of dance, 100%. It
Well,
doesn't matter
I
who
mean,
you are.
and it should be like that throughout
It,
everything in the
yeah,
world,
I absolutely
But
agree. It should.
but
It
I
should.
think it teaches us so much. That's why I have always called it a lifestyle. It teaches us so much. It teaches us acceptance. It teaches us pride. It teaches us self-love and self-expression. I mean, what else? What else does it teach you?
Oh gosh, it teaches. It keeps me grounded as well. It has a discipline as well
Mm.
to it. Um, all these things that you've just said. Um, the thing for me is how it makes me feel
Mhm.
personally. You can maybe have five dancers, and we can all, because not everybody can feel different, but we can't say, oh no, you've got to feel like this. Um, because everybody's feelings are unique to them. And I think we all share very similar feelings.
Mhm.
So personally, it's taught me quite a lot actually. And it's helped me evolve as a dancer as well. And it's, yeah, because it's so creative, and all the different influences within the dance, it's made me even crave more and want to, just appreciate it all. Yeah,
I
yes,
love that. It makes you crave more.
it does. It
It's an
literally does.
addiction.
It does. After doing CS1, I fired through all my CS collective soul certificates because I couldn't get enough. And I would be at Deirdre and I'm like, oh, when you doing the next one? Wow. Because I just loved it. I loved how it made me feel. I loved, even in the moment, but after, weeks after, how I felt. And new things were brought, journaling. I would never, journal, but see now I'm dyslexic. So writing and reading and things, I get by, and I do it. But sit and read, it doesn't interest me because it takes too much. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But
but you dance, so you
journal.
must be able to differentiate your right and your left when you dance.
Yes, 100%. However, my students will tell you, some will actually go, do you mean the other right? Because I'm like, yeah, that's the one, yeah, the other right. Because
We all do that anyway.
I really do have to think about the left and the right thing. It is something that I really do have to concentrate on.
Mhm.
But it's obviously dancing left and right. I'm so much better at using left and right. But yes, so the whole reading thing and writing, journaling, when it first was spoke about, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I cannot do this. Oh no. Oh, it was a big thing. See, now it is the most amazing thing.
I
I just
know.
write. Literally, what's in here, I just put out on paper, and then it just makes me feel absolutely great. And I'm not caring about spelling, I'm not caring about how it's written. It's just the actual action of getting what's in here out, because I do have quite a busy mind. So yeah, it is great. So that was one thing it taught as well. The CS
Cool.
was, I loved the journaling, I loved the sharing, I loved the connection, and yeah, I just loved it all. I loved it. So I can't wait to do CS6
I know.
this
Oh,
year.
yeah. Ooh, boy, are you in for that one?
Yeah, it's gonna be fab. It's gonna
Really
be good.
good. Really good. So let's see. So you did CS5, and then how many TTs have you done? How many teacher trainings?
Only the two. I did a TT1 with Deirdre in person, and then I did TT2 online with Misha.
Oh, perfect.
Yes,
Wonderful.
and it
Yeah.
was wonderful. And I even got to meet Misha at
Oh,
sleepover
right.
last year,
Right. She came
which
up
was
here.
awesome. It was really nice. And that's another thing as well, sharing this and having people in, different parts of the world all coming together, connecting, that there's something really wonderful about that as well.
So I might be teaching in Italy in July. Next July.
Oh,
Next
next
July.
year. Oh wow! Because I know there's a couple of trips out there this year, and I can make those because I'm busy, but I'm in San Diego.
Oh,
But
you're in
yeah,
San Diego. For what?
business.
For a
So
long, for how long?
we're there for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's exciting. So our business partners live in San Diego. So we've got offices in America as well as here in the UK.
Wow.
So we
And
go out.
when are you going? That's only 2 hours from me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness
But
me.
when is it? When are you going?
It is Thanksgiving, so that would be the 24th of November.
Wow. Ooh.
And
Yeah.
we're there for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be,
Maybe we need to plan a little something,
oh,
something.
that would be absolutely
All right, guys,
wonderful.
did y'all hear that? Thanksgiving in Palm Springs. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness, to really think about
Absolutely.
that. Okay, so I know you're going to do CS6. Now you teach a couple classes a week, and you have a full-time job?
I do. I work 3 days a week. It's bizarre. Yes, I work 3 days a week. I took Monday and Friday off, just to uh, to do household chores, and I grow as well. I've got a polytunnel. I love gardening. So I thought, you know what? Because we own the, even though I'm the graphic designer, we own the business. So it's nice to have that flexibility. But I filled my time up with dance. So it's
One
almost
does.
like I am working full time. But yes, I've got 4 classes a week and monthly workshops at the moment. And I am not taking any more on because that in itself is a full time job. It is. And I keep saying, as I say, my husband's my biggest fan and he's so supportive. I keep saying to him, passion, when it becomes pressure, that's when that's when you do not want, the passion needs to be, it cannot tip over into pressure. So I think at the moment I've got a healthy balance.
Good. It
Uh,
sounds good. Yeah.
yeah, but I cannot do any more or take any more on.
Well,
But where we live,
that's really important though. That's important to know that because I think some people get so excited that they take on too much, which I have
yeah,
done many times. Um, and y- y- you got to be able to stay in your creative zone.
yes,
Otherwise, you just burn out, and I can attest to that. So, uh, um,
absolutely.
So I'm really happy to hear you say that. That's really important. Do you everybody else hear that? It's important to be able to say no so you can say yes to the things that are the most things that are going to bring you the most pleasure, the most abundance, the most whatever it is you're desiring to get, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It's taken years to say no. I say years, maybe 6 months. No, yeah. Another thing I found with this style of dance and why I crave it is the confidence it gives.
Mm.
Being the ability to dance with others.
Just really briefly, you were starting to talk about the confidence it gives you.
Yes. Yeah, it does. And I think the confidence comes because you've got other women, we sort of help build one another up. And yeah, and that's a big thing for me. I'm not relying on other people giving me confidence. That sounded a bit odd. It helps with confidence,
Right. Well,
because
because
you're
we
not.
all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. So that means we need connection. That means we need a group of
Yeah,
some sort, of some sort. But it's always I think so much of that comes from looking at yourself in the mirror when you dance. Some studios don't have mirrors, but most of them do. And I can say how many times women come into class and they don't want to look in the mirror. And then you start looking at yourself and you start looking at how beautiful you are, and building that confidence and getting in your body, getting in alignment, getting in your right posture. I mean, all the things. And then moving forward with intention, right? Moving forward from your heart so that you are part of the world. You are taking up space.
yeah,
So important. So important.
absolutely. Absolutely. I don't have mirrors here at the moment, but I do in the dance studio that I teach in. But what I've started doing is recording myself, and then looking back on videos, just to sort of do the self check-in, self and just look, because sometimes it's very difficult not having a mirror. You pick up bad habits, and it's nice to have a check in once in a while. But I've found that filming and looking back has been a massive help, and that's been helping a lot also with confidence. So yeah, good.
Love it. All right. So, what do you want to do next?
Well, continue my GC journey. My next steps are CS6, Collective Soul 6.
Hmm.
I would like at some stage to do my TT3. My dream is to get over somewhere in the world.
And you
I would have
can.
loved to have been at Misha's event just past. It looked
Oh,
wonderful.
I was so
Um, yeah, it looked absolutely fantastic. Everybody looked amazing. It looked like everybody was just, yeah, having the best time. So I'd love to get over and do something and be involved with everybody and meet more people, and yeah, just continue on the path
yeah,
and
beautiful.
continue meeting
And
people.
you're in Caravan Project too, right? Uh-oh, there she goes again. There you are.
Um, Nope,
Whoops.
yeah, it's just, no, I'm still connected. Yes, I am with the project. I haven't slapped my wrists. I haven't managed to get practicing with them lately, so I haven't danced or performed with them for a little bit. But yes, I am still with the project.
Awesome. Awesome.
And yeah, I feel as well, if you can't put the work in, you know, um, you're letting your tribe down. You've got to put the work in and get to the practices and things. So
Oh, it's
yeah,
about making,
whether
yeah.
I go and not working,
I
yeah.
mean, not
So
everything is possible, but it's
yeah,
about making a commitment. It's about making a commitment to yourself and to your people. And um,
yes,
I get so frustrated when people say, "Oh, I'll try." And it's like, take that word
no,
out of your
it's
vocabulary. Either you do or you don't. You
or
do
you
not
don't.
try. But
Exactly.
anyway,
Uh,
so good. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for sharing some time and space with me and with all
okay.
of us here at Hips and Bits and Heart and Hustle. We're all affiliate of Heart and Hustle. And Kimsey, we're going to meet up.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm
All
so excited.
right,
Even
we got
today,
to talk
like
about that.
I had butterflies. You kept popping into my head today, and then I was getting all like those butterflies. I'm going, oh my gosh, you get a grip, woman. You know, it's like I'm so excited. So that would be absolutely wonderful. I would be so up for that. So yeah, we could definitely exchange email and maybe work something out.
Yeah, that'd
'Cause I'm
be
there,
fun. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
so that would be awesome.
Oh my gosh. So many great things to
So
talk about.
lovely to chit
So many
chat.
great things to experience through this dance and with this dance and because of this dance, right? So, thank you for doing all that you do and what you bring to the dance and to your world and our world, Kimsey. And everybody else, thank you for being here, showing up, and listening in. Love your comments. Uh, Make sure you private message me if you have any questions or put them in the comments below. And wherever that shows up, I don't know where that shows up right now, but it will. And until we meet again, many blessings. Mwah. And I love you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.